Blackstone Publishing presents Mimi Lee Reads Between the Lines by Jennifer J. Chow. This book is read by Natalie Naudus. Chapter 1. I took an Uber to see Alice because, let's face it, the countdown to Valentine's Day sucked for singles. I knew so from experience. Cupid had kept on missing the mark all throughout my last 25 birthdays, until I'd bumped into Josh at my apartment complex's laundry room last fall. For tomorrow's February 14th outing, he'd planned a special surprise for us, and I couldn't wait to cuddle up with my favorite Los Angeles lawyer. But today would be about my younger single sister, Alice. I'd had to close up my pet grooming store early, and the Uber driver dropped me off around 4 at Roosevelt Elementary, with its storybook red brick construction. Despite the conservative look, it still had the usual Californian exterior hallways with interconnected classrooms, the better to appreciate the good weather in the area. I saluted both the state flag and the Star-Spangled Banner, which waved at me from their respective steel poles as I marched up the stone steps into the school office. I didn't see anyone behind the desk piled high with colorful flyers for after-school activities. The receptionist must have already left for the day. Maybe she'd had pre-Valentine's plans. Alice and I had a tradition of doing a sister date to protest the annual lovers' holiday. However, since I actually had plans this year, I'd moved our usual outing a day ahead. She'd probably been reminded of the occasion after seeing all those paper hearts and sweet candies being exchanged between her students. And in kindergarten, everyone was required to participate, which meant reminders of V-Day multiplied by 25. Maybe Alice had gotten a few misshapen candy hearts and superhero cards, but I bet she wanted treats from someone else besides 5- and 6-year-olds. I heard someone clear their throat from the principal's office. The door was open a few inches, and I could see a flash of blue from within. I wondered what the new head of Roosevelt Elementary was like. Alice seemed to have a much better working relationship with him than his predecessor. The previous principal had suffered from an icy attitude that had matched her cold steel furniture. As prickly as her pet hedgehog, she'd basically bullied Alice and threatened her with a layoff last year. She'd gone so far as to give my sister a pink slip. The principal had even bypassed the newest member of the staff to do so, until I'd stepped in and defended Alice. Where was my sister? She'd had a good time estimate of when I'd arrive at her workplace. After all, I'd texted her when I left the apartment, where my cat Marshmallow had grumbled at me. He'd given me a piece of his mind. "Have fun deserting me tonight."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?